Welcome to the ETF2L Season 27 Grand Finals is what we could almost say. It's two of the best teams in the league. It's Se7en versus Arctic Foxes. I am Peter and I'm joined by Hiipfire and Gemm on production. This is about to go live, Hiipfire, so are you ready, man?
I'm not ready. I'm not in the SDV just yet, but I hope you are, so you can, I guess, give us the casting for the first mid.
Yeah, sure. We'll get it. We'll have this just in time. Hiipfire, he was just playing an official, so he actually plays this game, and so he's getting ready for this. But, yeah, these are two extremely good teams. On the Arctic Foxes, we have the runners-up of last season, and they just beat Se7en in a Face-It Cup just recently. So that was quite the thing. It's the first time we've seen Se7en lose in a long time. Se7en had like one Merc, kind of, maybe. It was like one from their old team, while Arctic Foxes had two Mercs. But we are actually going live. So are you in this game yet?
I'm retrieving server info.
All right, okay. Well, I'll take it to mid then. Seems like I have no choice. I'm gonna, of course, be following Cadus. He is known to be the fastest person to mid, basically, ever on any map, and he will also be there first. So far, he's kind of been falling back right now. It looks like Se7en are kind of playing it slow, and so is Arctic Foxes. Finally, Arctic Foxes jumps in. Maris has actually gone behind, and he actually gets taken down. Captain just 180s and kills him right away. Now Drak is in onto the demo man. Adam Razek in the skybox, but he does survive. Overall, though, Se7en, they are surviving. Puskar is onto Raymond, gets taken down eventually, and Adam Razek, he is running for his life. He's on 42 HP, but a pretty decisive mid there for Se7en. Raymond is still alive, and shouldn't Se7en be named 6 at this point?
I mean, I guess now it is actually only 6 players, so I guess so. You know, it's amazing. I finally see Cadus playing again. This is exciting stuff.
Yeah, we see Adam Razek. He's gonna hide in the tube, doing his best Dr. Phil impression. So hiding in there, that's something that Se7en is going to need to actually scout out, because otherwise the best way to clear that is to use an Uber. But here they go, they're just going to go in top left, and they run into a Pyro. They take down the crucial dispenser. That's not really a whole lot so far, but finally some kills are coming in here. Captain getting a lot, but there's still the guy in the tube, and he does get the first kill already.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually getting a second kill as well. Raptor has gone down, but it's now a 4v3 fight, and kills are getting traded out relatively efficiently, and the spawners for Arctic Fox should be coming in soon. And I think Se7en realized that Adam Razek will actually kill himself on the point, but the spawners come in. Maros gets a Drak. There's a demo here, Cadus, who will get the kill on Maros, but will go down. So for now, Arctic Foxes will live. Like, oh yeah.
There's still 4 alive on Se7en and only 2 on Arctic Foxes, so they need to be careful here. They can still get overwhelmed or backcapped if they're not careful. And Raymond's actually pretty close to an Uber as well. That was a really long fight, and it just seems like Se7en are getting ready here. Cadus is through the drop down, and there we go. So they're just gonna go in top left once again. It looks like they actually eat a big charge rocket right there from coming out from Feeling, charging up to his cow mangler. And Raymond, they're not pushing. This is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of concerned for their health, so they are going to be pushing in now. Scout and Captain are coming in. Cadus gets the first kill onto Puskari. They spam down that sentry very quickly this time. Uber has faded, but they have the first frag. Now it's just, I guess, a dry fight. There's a soldier trying to fight the Comet. That's DD5F. He will go down to Slash. The rest of Arctic Fox is in this top right area. Feeling will go down. Marish will go down. Now it's just Raptor. He pops his Uber complete on his own. He meets up with Adam Racek, who was sitting on top of the light on last there. Puskari will get a kill on Captain, and Arctic Foxes seems to be holding on for now, but Se7en is re-pushing into top right. The demo of Arctic Foxes will go down, but DD5F gets onto Raymond. Cadus will go down, and they're trying to get onto the point. But in the end, Arctic Foxes just barely will be holding on to that last point. Damn, that was close.
Yeah, this feels like it's just been one continuous fight almost. Like a 2-minute last push going on here. Feeling has actually gone out here, tried to get on top of point, but he fails his jump, so he's just gonna walk back inside, I think. As Raptor did crucially die here, so Raymond has the Uber advantage. I don't think he's on a crit streak, no, he's just on a normal Uber. But he is on an advantage, and they have been building really well here. So Raymond once again have the Uber advantage, and so far Arctic Foxes, they've had a lot of success just hiding the demo man inside the tube, and then having just a normal like pyros and dispenser and NG all kind of set up that's really difficult to break. But it looks like Se7en they will play kind of differently here. They're in bottom right, and somehow Captain hits all the rockets. Oh my god, you got absolutely destroyed. He's like, Captain should not have.
But Raymond drops the feeling. Oh, this is terrible. Se7en can't be able to push now. Draco's down in top lobby, and the rest of the team is just pushing out. They have terrible health, and now they don't have the Uber to save them, so they're gonna have to get out. Cadis is on 4 HP. Wow, I don't know what happened, but Feeling getting the drop onto Raymond completely saves them. They're gonna go on to second here, and Se7en can't really contest this. I mean, they are down a full Uber, so Arctic Fox is gonna just, get them out a second and should be able to push into mid even. If they do play their cards right, they might even be able to get this for free. But Cadis gets Feeling and Puskari there.
That's gonna slow things down. Like, there's still the Uber advantage, but pushing 4 against 6 is so uncomfortable. It's very difficult to actually get kills when you're that few players, like when you're 2 people down. So I just think they're gonna hold in. And actually, Draki's gonna jump in here. Gets a good first rocket onto Raptor, and Raptor eventually does pop it, and Drak will also go down. And Adam has actually jumped in very aggressively here. And, he will get taken down by Flash. So things are kind of crumbling here. Stark is actually running behind lines as well. That's probably the worst person to have behind lines of anyone I can think of. So this is looking very bad for Arctic Foxes.
Yeah, I mean, just Drak being able to jump in and Mirage not hitting his shots, it seemed, onto Drak completely ruined that full Uber advantage that they have. So now, since they haven't forced the Uber of Raymond, Se7en is going to once again have a shot at a full Uber advantage push, or at least, well, an Uber advantage push, not full, but an Uber advantage push. So let's see what they can do. This is like the 4th time they're going to go into top right. Once again, they're going to have to spam down that sentry. They do get that sentry successfully. Someone tries to play the point. That's Captain. He will go down to Adam Rasic's stickies. A soldier, that's DD5F, trying to get onto the combo a little bit, jumping around a little bit, having some issues, but there comes his bomb. There's Feeling as well. They're getting good damage onto Se7en, but DD5F will go down. Mirage will also go down, and they're not really getting any frags with this aggression. So Lash will get Puskari, and I think Se7en should be able to get this, but they're trying to clear the stickies that are on the point. Feeling gets Drak after going through that spawn area. Now it's just Adam Rasic sitting on that light. He's getting Flash. What is going on here? Stark will go down. Everyone's just feeding to Adam Rasic. I feel like this is a scene that we have seen in a YouTube video before, with a demo sitting on top, killing everyone, you know?
Yeah, there's a new strangely familiar champion in the making right here. Dr. Phil is infamous for it, but looks like Adam Rasic has learned a lot as well. A bit unlucky there from the scouts. Stickies got shot into them, but Se7en is just getting pushed out here. Mara's actually overextending quite a bit here, so there's only going to be 1 scout on the... So Se7en, they are threatening a backup, they're threatening a contest here, and the Uber has been popped. They're going to try to put Barry off the point. As I say that, actually, Backer is just being chased in Valley here, and Puskari gets hit by another direct. Captain's just hitting these direct so well. Oh my god, but Se7en, I think they're eventually going to recap this, but man, I can't believe the amount of traffic there is between first and second.
This is just such a fast game. Like, there's just everything's going on. A push, and then they immediately go second, and then just Raptor got caught out. Man, I don't know. This is really hard to, I guess, to follow, but Se7en has the 45% advantage. Feeling will just walk into top and kill the Lash there. I think he was building, going down.
Killed himself after getting hit by a rocket. Man, that's pretty clowny. And Raymond once again has the Uber advantage. So far, Se7en have just not been able to actually capitalize on this. They are moving in now, and here we go. Another Uber exchange coming out, or not really exchange, just an Uber fight coming out for Se7en, where they're the only one having Uber, but they can't take down the sentry, and Cadis dies to the sentry. That's supposed to be the other way around, and another push half failed here. DD will go down here at the tail end of it. He kind of tried to move out, but it's not going to be too big of a deal, I don't think. Like, he just needs to spawn in time to actually hold last.
Yeah, well, Arctic Fox is going to be pushing out. They have now obtained the Uber. So now Se7en sitting in this choke area, just going to try and maybe do something, try to get that Uber force onto Raptor, but Raptor sitting relatively passively, just sitting in that trash area. He's moving up with his soldier now. They will just get that point easily. Se7en just respecting the Uber mostly. There is a soldier in the form of Drak who's sitting there. Actually, Raptor will just pop his Uber and choke immediately. Captain and Drak did go down, but they do get that Uber force, and Raymond safely gets out without even losing a single hit point. So Arctic Fox does get mid, but Se7en probably going to be pushing in soon.
Yeah, they're definitely getting ready here. I think they're just waiting for him, the two soldiers to spawn, or at least Captain to actually get close to them. It's gonna take a little while here before they can push, and Raptor might just get pretty close to it. And DD going down though, that's definitely gonna open things up. That's a big mistake actually going down here, and when you know Se7en is about to probably push. And here we go, Se7en, they're gonna go through the house here. Everyone else just gets the hell out of there from Arctic Foxes, and they've made this escape perfectly. It's only DD that's dead, and he died before the push even happened.
They tried to get DD5F to sack to try and maybe get the force off, but he didn't really do anything. But the rest of Arctic Foxes just immediately sat back by their train, and Raven immediately popped, leaving house, so they didn't really need to get a sack. I mean, if Se7en's just going to pop on their own with no pressure, that's easy. But actually, Arctic Fox is pushing in with that Uber advantage into mid. Raptor will be pushing or popping his Uber very early into this push, so Arctic Foxes basically just bully Se7en out. Marish will go down, Feeling will go down actually, while Se7en's going through this choke area, trying to find some frags after his Uber faded.
Soldier coming in from the other side. That's so much pressure. Great flank right there by Drak. Just basically winning his team that fight. And it was pretty much exactly identical pushes, but Se7en just executed it better. And actually the last will go down there through a nice pipe, but eventually they do get the demo man there. And Se7en, they're going to take this Spire, and they're going to once again have an Uber advantage pushing into last. So we've been here before.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes in, or yeah, 10 minutes in, and once again, yeah, they're on last, an Uber advantage push. I'm feeling a sentry on right side, maybe a pyro. Yep, that's exactly what I'm seeing. So let's see if Se7en can successfully kill the sentry this time and not lose Cadis. Well, we'll see. The push is coming in. Yep, there they are, and the game has paused. So we're not going to see just yet what's going on. So, well, what do you think? Do you think they're going to kill the sentry with the setup that they got going on?
Well, probably, because they failed to do it last time and then Katos died to it. So I doubt that they're going to make the exact same mistake again. But let's just examine this setup, because this has been the setup basically every single time. And so far, it has worked. Barely. But this is the setup, right? There's a dispenser next to the pillar, and then there's a pyro forward being healed. Then Feeling, I think he's a little bit too far forward right now. I think he's normally a little further back so he can actually walk into spawn or jump behind the point. And then obviously you have the sentry gun further back, and the demo man. Sometimes he's been in the tube. And then finally at the spawn you have the engineer, and then on the left side you have DD5F. And this has been the setup that has just repulsed Se7en so many times. It's very standard, to be honest. And Se7en pushing in here with a scout and a demo man, with a soldier kind of behind to spam out. This is also really standard. So it's just all about execution right here. And this is, if you don't know how TF2 is played and how to push and how to hold, this is how to do it. So it's pretty nice how everything's just set up perfectly right now. It's like just the standard hold.
Yeah, it seems like it should work this time. I mean, I see Thalash very close up to Marash, so should be able to at least deal some decent damage to him, and they should be able to get some spam onto the sentry while Marash is a little bit preoccupied with the scout fighting him. But I mean, like, dude, Captain is very far behind, and I don't know. I mean, just having seen it fail so many times, I'm getting kind of skeptical of this push, even though it's a relatively solid push, like strategy wise. But
yeah,
it's just I feel like it should work, but who knows, man.
Yeah, that's how we felt every time, right? Because it is an Uber advantage. But yeah, at some point, Se7en, they're gonna have to just try something else if this doesn't work, right? They're just gonna have to push in through the top right, pick off DD first or something, you know, while the scout runs in. There's a very high concentration of Arctic Fox's players on the left side, basically every single time. So you can just pick off the DD5F, and then you can have some success. But here we go, we are back in the game. They take down the sentry gun eventually, but Pyro actually did a lot of work, and he didn't get taken down either. So now Se7en, they have good position here. They have the high ground in, but everyone from Arctic Foxes, they are alive. And now Se7en, they're beginning to edge the point here to try and bait out some stickies, but Puskari takes down Captain. And Stock, he's onto a medic. Oh man, Drak getting the kill right before Raptor could actually pop the Uber, and that's gonna be it. So finally, after about what I feel like was the 5th time, Se7en manages to actually succeed in this push. And that's unfortunately going to be a drop for Raptor in the logs, although, you know, he got an Uber saw and then he died before he could switch.
I feel kind of bad for Raptor. It was a really good attempt to save it all, but yeah, I mean, Se7en finally in the lead, 1-0, 12 minutes in, going into the second mid of this match. It seems like Cadis has arrived to mid first, unsurprisingly. Se7en is slowly going to be sitting in the valley, not really doing too much. Raymond drops very early to some stickies from Adam, so this is not very good for Se7en. They have Drak behind, he gets Poskari, but Arctic Fox still has that all-important med pick. They get the roamer, Drak will go down, Marosh and Feelings will go down though. It's about even players for both teams, but yeah, DD5 will go down, and yeah, Raptor and Adam Rasic are gonna have to get out and sit on what seems to be the stone wall there. Someone disconnected their captain disconnected. That was what the pause was for had before. So now Arctic Foxes sitting on stone. They have the Uber advantage thanks to that Raymond pick. They're moving into Valley actually.
Yeah.
Se7en is not really looking much at this. There is a jump coming in from Drag very deep, but he will not really get onto Raptor. Raptor has to pop his Uber under the point though. Marosh will go down to Stark, and not really a lot of frags gone for Arctic Foxes. Yeah, the back cap.
He's gonna have to jump a scout here on Spire. That's so uncomfortable. Yeah, Stark takes him down. Adam will jump him again, but Starky taking him down. So this is basically vintage Stark just killing everything here and really backcapping and putting on the hurt. The Maris is up. He's a Pyro currently hiding in spawn, but he's getting ready to try and take on an entire team. But no, Pyro's not actually that good at class, it turns out. Not sure there's a class that can actually take on 5. Maybe a heavy. Maybe.
An Ubered medic.
Yeah. That could actually stall a bit, but he would probably even be juggled into the tube. So, yeah, just a really good hold here by Se7en. So, it's going to be 2-0 for Se7en so far. Arctic Foxes, they're going to need this mid-fight here if they want to be able to actually be a presence in this game.
Definitely going to Se7en. Gets a presence onto the point. The Scots will jump back off though, but there's Drak jumping in onto Arctic Foxes. He will drop down very low. Raptors just really bad help on the side of Arctic Foxes. Marish will get cleaned up. Feeling will get cleaned up. DD5 as well. Puskar does get Drak, but everyone's on double-digit health. Raptor will go down. Adam Rasics down. Now it's just Puskar. He will get cleaned up, and that was an extremely dominant mid from Se7en.
Yeah, that was not good for them. The only plus right now is that Raymond is not really building, so maybe he will be a bit delayed. But even then, both Se7en scouts are in spawn, so I think they're gonna wait for them. You see them both being on spy there for a little bit. That means they're sitting in spawn, hanging out, high-fiving each other, doing spy stuff. I don't know what spies do when they're together. I haven't seen enough James Bond movies. But either way, they're going to be in the fight soon. So actually going to be a soldier and a demo man Uber. These are kind of rare. And they're just going to Uber in here, take down Adam, who's in the tube. This is how you deal with this. And you just Uber in a soldier there, and he takes him down with ease. But they haven't taken down the sentry yet, and there's even a pyro at the sentry gun. And there we go. It could actually be a pretty good hold. But time on the point. So much time on the point. Wow. They didn't forget it.
Feeling saw. I think that was the Lash walking onto the point, and he just jumped away, and that was exactly the opposite of what he should have been doing, and nobody else really could get onto it. So unfortunate, slight misplay causing Arctic Foxes to drop another point. It's 3-0, 15 minutes in, halfway point. Is this the part where Arctic Foxes are going to start dominating? Well, we'll see on this mid. Cadis arrives to mid way faster than Adam did. Adam drop is very low actually. He's 50 HP. He'll be out the fight for a while. Drak will be jumping in onto Adam. They will trade kills. So, oh, there's Cadis getting Poskari. Cadis will get traded. Star gets DD5 up, but Arctic Foxes, as less players than Se7en, they'll be getting out, and actually just Raptor alone on stone trying to meet up with Maroch there, and Se7en will win another mid.
Yeah, Feeling jumping in there at the very tail end of it and trying to make a play, but he gets shut down as well. So Se7en, they're just playing really dominant here. You know, I expected Se7en to be dominant going into the season, but you know, you kind of start to doubt yourself when Arctic Foxes beat them in the Face-It Cup with 2 mercs. So, you know, there were some chinks in the armor of Se7en, but so far this game they've just been incredibly solid. They've kind of failed with some of their last pushes, but other than that, it's been absolutely great. Maro's actually on Spy. He's hiding in main. He's looking for that crucial Raymond pick. But we will see if they can actually manage to do anything here. He sees Cadus, so that's a good pick as well. And now he's behind the medic. But the soldier will jump in. Drag here, going in onto him, but no. And Maros at the same time goes for the demo man pick, but barely doesn't get Cadus. So a lot of people trying to suicide there and going for picks, and the end result is 2 players being dead on both teams.
Yeah, well, it's a shame that Marash's play onto Cadus didn't work out. It seemed like Arctic Foxes was pretty keen to push out with the 4 players that they did have, but yeah, him missing that stab kind of just spanner in the works, and he just had to stay on last. I mean, they already had a sentry up, so it's probably just safer to go do it that way. But Marash actually peeking very aggressively into lobby here. He's looking at that right battlement's area, but nobody seems to really be looking over there. It seemed... Actually, no, the medic will be peeking it soon. There they come, but Marash is not there to see them, so unfortunately, no big sniper pick for Marash there.
No, Stark is now in the top lobby, and this is usually where the sniper duels will happen. So, you know, so far snipers haven't seen each other. Just as I say that, Stark gets hit for 150 HP. So, Marash was just crouching in a corner there and called out Stark. So, let's see if what happens in round 2, as Stark has now received a new buff. And he's looking up there. He actually headshots Marash, so 1-1 so far for these snipers, but neither of them securing the kill. Both medics doing a great job of actually buffing the respective snipers, and Marash once again gets body shot, so 150 damage down, but still no kills, so that's 2-1 in favor of Stark.
If only they just used the Machina, you know?
Yeah. I'm not even sure they would have gotten a kill using the Machina so far, but...
Well, I guess both of the snipers are getting kind of, kind of tanked. If they were getting, like, if they lost their buff for, like, a split second, they would have gone down. Yeah. I think it's, like, 173 or something like that?
Yeah, so that's correct.
Yes.
So just barely not one-shotting Demo Man. But here we go, another one. And we see Stark, he actually went for the body shot there. He just shot Maris in the shoulder as soon as he got in there. And it's going to be another body shot, so Stark, I don't know, is that 4-1? Or 4-2 or something? Yeah, Maris also hit Stark.
Maris gets one headshot, and there it is! He hits the headshot, that's all you needed. Those body shots, those are not kills. So, eventually Maris will get the kill, but it's not a very important pick. He will try to peek a little bit more aggressively, maybe a little bit, but there's no real space for him to do so. We're gonna go into main, see if we can look up those stairs. Gonna be peeking it soon. It's getting a bit spammed. He tries to get onto that soldier. We'll get a full charge body shot on him, but that won't be enough to kill him, so nothing really happened just yet. I mean, Marash has been Stark in a sniper 1v1, which means something, I guess, but that's also all that really happened. He again tries to get onto Captain. Again, Captain will drop very low, but no kills for Marash.
Yeah, and we have another sniper duel here. Stark actually hits DD for quite a lot here. And it seems like Se7en have actually kind of retreated out. Marash is very close to having an angle onto the medic, but I don't think he's actually going to get him. As Stark once again, they're playing it so passively here. Like, I understand Se7en though. Like, they don't want to commit at this point. You know, they're ahead 3-0. If they do nothing for the next 6 minutes, they'll be happy about it. So, yeah, from their perspective, definitely just play it safe. Do nothing a whole bunch. And the captain takes a look-see in there, sees what's up, and Maris is what's up. And that's going to cause Se7en to actually just retreat outside on Stonebridge.
Yeah, they're moving into main here with the Foxes. They're going to go into the drop-down area here. See if there's anything they can do. Captain has spawned once again.
Oh, Maris!
Oh, Maris, what a pick! Wow.
That's so huge.
Jesus, I had no idea that was even going on. What a pick, just walking out of trash, just doming Raymond. That was a great shot. The lash will go down to Adam Racek, so Arctic Fox should be able to push out soon. Drag tries to get onto Raptor. Raptor will not pop with 9 HP. Balls of steel on that man. We'll be able to keep the Uber alive, the full Uber advantage. Se7en sitting here by that launch pad area. There's actually a sniper there. He's trying to get a shot out to Raptor. Raptor will drop to Cadus. Oh no.
Man, these medics, they are very brave. But at some point, it stops being bravery and just being stupidity. They're just trying to to milk so hard and start with a nice headshot, like in the air on DD, and that's going to turn everything around. So Raymond, despite dropping there and being on my fantasy team and dropping, which annoys me, Se7en is now in a very good position to do this. And Heavy gets taken down by Stark. Soldier on the point. That's going to cause everyone to drop down from Arctic Foxes. That means there's
Back coming in though. There it is. Merosh on second will actually get that cap while Se7en tried to push in. So Arctic Fox is just barely able to delay enough to get that back cap, stop that last push. The rest of Se7en is now going to be capping the second point, but for now, Arctic Foxes will live. But soon, a full Uber advantage push will come in, and I mean, jury's still out on if they're going to actually survive that push.
Yeah, if they don't push, it's the most Se7en thing ever. You know, they actually lose Starkey here, but they also take down DD. So I think they'll just continue on with their push. You know, I think Feeling is even outside. Yeah, he actually gets quite destroyed there, but barely manages to survive. Drax on 23, so he's not in the fight. But Se7en, they're pushing anyway, and they are milking their Uber right now. And Savas gets dropped, so this Uber advantage, you know, you don't have an Uber advantage if you don't use it, but finally, yeah, they do use it, but I think it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, they lost 2 players, and the rest of Arctic Foxes is now up, so there's not much they can do, but Starkey just walking into top right will get the kill onto Raptor, and DD5F as well. What's going on? He gets his 3rd kill, his 4th kill. He's just farming the entirety of Arctic Foxes, and that will be it.
Wow.
4-0. What?
Classic Stark play. Holy crap. That was incredible. There's 3 really, really quick picks, and then just ignores the stickies and captures the point. Big plays.
Wow. I mean, what can you do when that just...
That's kind of Stark, right? Like, just every once in a while, he'll just do stuff like that, and there's just nothing you can really do. You just kind of have to accept it.
Yeah, well, it's 4-0. Arctic Foxes needs to win this mid to try and turn this around. A big bomb from Drac onto the medic of Arctic Foxes. Arctic Foxes, Raptor will go down, Puskari will go down, but while we were watching that, Arctic Foxes just completely destroyed everyone on Se7en. So it will be a mid-win for for Arctic Foxes, but both medics are down, so no Uber advantage push into last. Arctic Foxes, at least, are currently on their way to try and mount that comeback.
Yeah, they're not really putting time on the Spire here, which is kind of surprising to me, but yeah, they are going to get Spire. Raptor actually, is he on crits? No, he's just building slightly faster. Alright. Drac is outside here. Looks like he wants to jump in, and Se7en in general, they're just being very aggressive, trying to push Arctic Foxes back into their choke. So we have a pause coming out here. But this is a very interesting push out, in my opinion. Like, we can see Stark, he's back on last with Pyro, so he's not going to be on Spire. But the Se7en, they are applying some pressure up here, but it's just soldiers, and there's actually
what is that? Merosh on last, just backcaps, takes out Stark, and well, that was not how I expected that to end when the pause came in.
Yeah, that's the shortest pause ever. But very weird push out there. It's very surprising to me. Like, normally if you don't block Spire, you just stay in on last. But, you know, maybe this is why, or maybe there's something I wasn't quite aware of. Maybe it was who that was spawning and who they had alive, but I don't know. Stark was just Pyro on last, so normally you want to have your scout there. But either way, Stark has actually run behind lines on this mid, so far, Se7en, they're not really doing anything, but I think they're going to try to time it in. As Arctic Fox come in here now, and Stark and Telas are now in behind as well. So the plan has been executed here for Se7en, and here comes the scout in from behind. The scout is going for the medic once again, but he's not quite going to be able to get it. And what the fuck? Okay, Stark almost like melee DD mid-air there. Yeah, no market garden kills today for him. And Raptor's actually gone crit streak on defense on a massive disadvantage. So, I mean, Raven's not going to be expecting this, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they have to do something. They need to try and build some momentum to get to Se7en's last point. They have 4 minutes to turn this around, so I mean, crits doesn't sound that bad. I mean, you can't play Vaccinator anymore, so gotta play crits, I guess. 60%. It might be able to get the crits in time for Se7en to be pushing in. They actually have Merosh on Spy. I cannot locate him. He is in trash. He's basically going to be a non-factor for this push, and it's coming in right now, top right. Uber push. Same setup again. Captain will go down to a reflected rocket from Puskari there. So the first frag will go the way of Arctic Foxes. This push has been completely ruined Lash will get Puskari eventually, but the push coming in from Arctic Fox is trying to push out of the last.
Yeah, there's a crit
be the first casualty, yeah. But they're losing so many players, and they won't be able to push out just yet. But they have 3 minutes. They need to do something. They're probably going to be waiting on their spawners, though.
Yeah, they're going to be soldier crits creek here. Yeah, Se7en, they did not expect this. You can't blame them, but so far they've only gotten 1 kill out of it. That was a pretty poor Uber right there, or crits creek, sorry, coming out from Arctic Foxes. But they kind of just have to keep on pushing. There's really no two ways about it. Like, unless you want to stat pad at this point, and that's what you're playing for, then like there's no point in actually staying last. You have to push out with everything and just win 3 rounds in like basically no time. But yeah, they're not doing that.
Well, Fox is sitting in the top lobby. Cadis will go down there actually into this Uber push in bottom right. So first frag going to Arctic Foxes, but Arctic Foxes lose 2 players, Puskari and DD5F. Se7en trying to do something after his Uber fades. The scout is looking at that point, but there's sticks all over that point. But there goes Adam Rasek, there goes Marash. The frags that Se7en need, they're going to try and play this point. Feeling getting a lot of frags right now, but it's just Raptor. I think that's it. Yep, Se7en will go up 5-1. It's 2 minutes left, and I think that's it.
Yeah, at this point it's just for honor, right? Like they can still win by win difference. You can definitely take a round in 2 minutes, easy peasy. So that's of course what Se7en's going to try and do here. And you also do get more fantasy points if you win by more rounds. So you know, that's something to play for. Cadis is extremely fast and playing very aggressively here before actually backing off again. Looks like Arctic Fox, they're going to go from their own shithouse, but DD has been denied pretty heavily here, eventually going down to Drac, and Arctic Fox, they're just in their own choke at this point. Or actually, it's the enemy choke, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is not good. Cadis jumps in very aggressively onto the medic, and there's even a scout to join them, and Raptor gets the full crits peak, and then I hope that's not a drop in his log right there.
He did pop his Uber.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have three drops in his logs, despite having only 1 real drop.
It's very sad times for Raptor. And it's just the stats would look so bad, but I mean, if anything, those drops mean that he tried really hard to get that Uber. But the push coming in from Se7en into top right, spamming down that sentry successfully. They're just going to go straight onto the point. Actually, Cadis will go on top into the tube, and the push from top.
Captain will join him in there.
They both go down.
But now everyone's just onto the point here. They should have stayed in the tube. I don't know if Cadis meant to drop down or if he got distracted by Captain and decided to go in there. A bit poor coordination coming up from Se7en. I don't think Cadis expected to get company in the tube.
Well, means that Arctic Fox has at least managed to stop this last push. Might be able to at least, I guess, 95%.
Yeah, he needs to get this so he can pop it. Oh, okay. At least he didn't hit anyone and drop another one.
Loses the 1v1 versus Slash. Very disappointing.
Yeah, Raymond, of course, also going down here. So that's some extra medic kills. And Falas winning the 1v1 against Puskari. And that's going to be it. Oh, actually, there's a back cap. I didn't see that at all. Drac just walks in and caps it. So that's going to be win difference, win to Se7en, 6-1 in a very action-packed Badlands map. Where I feel like we spent about 80% of it just pushing last. It's very odd.
Yeah, I think the problem that just Arctic Fox has is they just lost so many mids, and on those mids they always lost Raptor. If they maybe managed to salvage the mids a little bit more, maybe lose less players or won some more mids, then I feel like they could have been in the position to push into Se7en's last, but they were just always on their last. And they did manage to hold like a lot of those early pushes, but after a while, Se7en just started doing different pushes from bottom, left, and main, and you know, it was just basically over at that point. So I don't know. I feel like it could have been a lot closer, but it just didn't work out that way in the end, sadly.
Yeah, if you look at in the logs, you can see who won the mid fights, and there was 1 mid fight win for Arctic Foxes and 6 for Se7en. So you're pretty much on point when you say that the mid fights were really telling in just Arctic Fox's ability to actually win this match. So that's where it all started at the very least. So, usually the mid fights don't match up exactly with the final score, but in this case it does, and I don't think that's a coincidence. And also Raptor only has 2 drops in his logs, so that's good for him.
Nice. I think, yeah,
Nice.
I think he popped that crits
Oh, okay.
immediately just to make sure it wasn't a drop on the logs.
Smart man. Yeah. Raymond also have 2. So, and they both have pretty low heals per minute. That's pretty interesting to me. Like, really high heal per minute would be like 1200, and they both have like 800 to 900. So that's pretty low. Yeah, usually the lowest one is 800, so very low heal per minute. I'm not quite sure why that is, but it doesn't seem like the medics died that much. Raymond actually died quite a lot less than Raptor. He died 6 times to Raptor's 17. Ouch.
Damn.
Of course, if you're looking for kills, Stocky had an amazing game. He went 34 for 9. That's almost 4 KD. He had a 5.1 KAD. So that's just beastly. The last went 21 kills, 22 assists. That's a lot of assists and 13 deaths. So it's a very good by him as well. And actually, the top damage in the entire thing was Feeling. So doing a lot of damage, a lot of work, but just not quite enough.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. I think Feeling was just, I guess, on those last holds was the one who was trying to make a lot of plays on the players in top lobby. So his spam, in combination with just the frags he got, I guess gives him the top spot there for damage.
Yeah, and
wow.
If you look at Marish was really struggling. He went like 9 for 20. So like that's a bad time if you're a scout. That means you're struggling a lot. Puskari did quite a lot better. He went 17 for 23, but he died 23 times. He died the most of anyone in the server, along with DD. So just really a couple of players there for Arctic Fox is just not really quite being able to make it work. It seems like the flank in particular was struggling for Arctic Foxes and just getting overwhelmed. But I don't know if it was just the mid fights or some suicide plays and not that really is counting them down or pulling them down in the stats. But yeah, there was 4,000 more damage for Se7en, which is not the highest difference I've ever seen, but in the kills, Se7en had 115 kills to 78 kills for Arctic Foxes. So that's quite telling, I think.
I mean, looking at the frag, like the balance on frags by zone, I mean, you could see that Arctic Foxes was doing pretty okay on their second and on their last, but they just got completely rolled over in those mids. And I really like the stat of 0 kills on last, even though Arctic Foxes got a point.
Yeah,
which I think's kind of funny.
Yeah, the classic yoink cap. Gimme.
100% conversion rate. Arctic Fox is the better team, clearly.
Yeah, they're better at pushing last. Let's just say that.
Impressive stuff.
Yeah. If there was one thing that we could definitely criticize Se7en for this whole game, it was definitely their ability to win last pushes off of an Uber advantage. Normally, it's pretty difficult to struggle with an even Uber and how to push in. You know, normally when you see Badlands, a lot of people, they don't like Badlands because you struggle to actually push in on last, and when you don't have an Uber advantage, it can be really difficult. But when you actually have an Uber advantage, it's not the most difficult map to actually push, because you can push them off of the high ground, put time on the point, and all that. And are we actually going live, or is this a fake one? Okay, so it should be in 9D. All right, maybe Gem is lying to us. Maybe. We'll just assume this is live, as we are going to mid. As Kato's actually done a really weird rollout. He kind of went into his own sewers. That's usually an indication that he failed his rollout. So we'll see. Looks like he's not really being punished for it or anything. Actually see Feeling going for a charge shot here, as Drag jumps in very aggressively. Presumably Se7en's coming in off the tail of that, but they're not really. And Se7en, they're just slowly pushing across the point, but they're one man down. And so far, they haven't been able to kill a single person from Arctic Foxes, but yeah, now we see a single trade coming in, and Se7en, they have so much positioning, but they are a man down. And eventually, okay, here we go. Finally, they get some kills. DD jumps in, but he gets piped down by Kato. So a pretty weird mid to me.
Yeah, Arctic Foxes just didn't seem to be able to get the frags that they were looking for, so they kind of just dropped really low on their side of mid, and then this healthy 7 player just kind of walked over them and, I guess, bullied them out of mid.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, Raptor gets forced here by Cadus. Cadus, he's still trying to his best to escape, but no, he didn't quite have anything loaded and he couldn't jump in time. And now Raymond has the full Uber advantage, so Raptor being forced there was a really bad series of event for Arctic Foxes, and feeling he will get taken down. He was playing forward, trying to get the force out of Raymond, I think, but he did not succeed, and then on the flank as well. Oh, Raptor!
Raymond! The arrow from Raptor dropping the other medic. Now that's
clutch.
That's a good frag, if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely, that's going to change everything. Just really incredible right there. That's a turn of events if I've ever seen any. Raptor, yeah, he's going to move out here. So far, Arctic Foxes, they're moving out without even the Uber. So that's very aggressive. They're just playing off of the lack of heals of 7 right now, and they've gotten it.
So 40% advantage for Arctic Foxes. A push coming in. They're moving into PC slowly with 4 players. Gonna be exploding on it. They have been spotted, so they're gonna expand really hard. They have to pop very early because of that spam. Adam Rasek will just try to go straight into choke, try to get onto Raymond. Will be unable to get that kill. Cadus actually gets a kill onto Marash himself. So Arctic Fox is getting no frags. They're trying to get this point, but the Uber has faded, and 7 with the advantage are pushing in. Arctic Foxes just getting kind of caught out. Poskari will go down. You have DD5 flying through mid, will also go down. Goes down to Stark, so Arctic Fox is unable to really get any frags, and now they're back on their second.
Yeah, and Maris has actually gone spy. Interesting decision here. Makes some sense, for sure. Cadus jumping forward, just locking off chokes, and Arctic Fox, they will just move back to last here. They're just betting on Maris to come in here, but no, he gets spotted. Captain and Falas just hitting him in 1 shot each. So no getting bailed out once again here as Raymond moves in. He's just going to Uber in a Demo Man, but Kate is actually going down super fast. Puskar does eventually go down, but not really the cleanest push so far. The medic is still alive, so at some point they're going to have to kill him, but never mind that. They just stand on the point of Captain.
Yeah, I did this last map, and seems like once again Arctic Fox is just too content sitting in their spawn, just trying to take some pot shots. Instead, 7's just like, you know, if you're in spawn, we'll just walk onto point, and if nobody can contest, that's it. 1-0 for 7. Next, mid. Adam Rasek will arrive to mid around the same time as Cadus. No, neither of them will really take that much spam. Cadus takes a little bit, but will get healed up very quickly. Arctic Foxes is trying to get... Oh, a big jump from Feeling and DD5F. Neither really getting onto anyone, though. So DD5F will be jumping out. Feeling will just get caught out. Drac will go down. Marosh is down. Player advantage for 7 now as Adam Rasek will go down. And Poskar is very weak. DD5 is very weak. Raptor is going to just get out through choke. Hope he's going to try to survive. Meet up with Poskar maybe, but again, Arctic Fox. Well, actually, did Arctic Fox lose the first mid?
I don't even remember. I think they did. I don't know. But Poskar's actually coming in onto mid. He didn't quite get in there in time to actually block it, and Falas even wins the 1v1. So Falas, once again, I feel like Falas has won quite a few 1v1s against Poskari. So just putting the hammer down there on the flank. And then now we're going to see what looks like an Uber fight in here. Yeah, very un-7-like. Just going to move right in here in an even Uber exchange. Just not waiting it out. And the Captain loses his life as he's trying to get out. There was a sticky trap. Yeah, Kate is going down as well. So, yeah, a very weird 7 play there, just pushing in. They don't care. And get kind of punished for it. So Arctic Foxes will push out, but maybe this is playing into 7. This is maybe what they just wanted all along. But it looks like they are going to be able to secure second here.
Yeah, it's even Ubers though, thanks to that exchange. And I'm unsure if Arctic Foxes is confident enough after losing the first map to try and maybe bring the fight to 7. They might just want to build on second. That's exactly what they're doing actually. 7 isn't actually building as of yet. So there is actually about 15% Uber advantage for Arctic Foxes, but I don't think they're going to be moving off of it. And actually 7 is now arrow building, so it's essentially even.
Yeah, we saw Feeling standing in the corner there, shooting himself, and he was on the shotgun as well, so he was being very effective at just hurting himself, and he even had the cow mangler too. So you know, it's not like he was losing ammo off of it. So now they're just going to play around Maris here. It's 1-0, so it's not like they're in a big hurry or anything. So looks like Arctic Fox, they will just slow it down here, play around the sniper, and see if they can get a pick.
Yeah. Stark is also on sniper, so we are once again have a little bit of a sniper duel almost going on. I see a soldier launching. Is that an Arctic Fox's player? No, I don't know. He seems to have disappeared into thin air, so I'm just going to assume that that was nothing. I'm just losing my mind. Marosh is going to peek choke here. He sees Stark. Will not pull the trigger just yet. He's gonna look for him, try to win the second sniper 1v1 here. He sees Cadis peeking, but Marosh is just not able to get any frags just yet. Let's see what Stark is doing. Oh,
there we go. Well, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to allow them to walk in through some chokes here, if they so choose. Not having demo amp, that's a big deal. And it's actually just going to be a soldier jumping in very aggressively. I think Feeling was looking for the medic there, but Raymond just moved in right before that happened. But Maris taking down Drac as well, so just once again, Arctic Foxes, they're up one man here. Captain tried to deny people, but here comes the Uber fight, and the Captain going down in the exchange. That's going to be an advantage for Arctic Foxes. So they decide to move into 7 territory here across the mid. But Falas catches up Demo Man, but Adam just taking him down with a really nice pipe and some stickies. And 7, they're going to have to retreat out here. So great push here coming out from Arctic Foxes off of those sniper picks.
Yeah, Stark had no impact on that mid. He was getting no frags at all. There were a lot of opportunities for him to actually get Raptor. Raptor not really too aware of the sniper play, but yeah, he just missed everything. So Arctic Foxes got free reign. 7 has like 20% advantage. Might be pushing in Arctic Foxes. Get completely destroyed in the sewer area. They lose 3 players right there. Raptor is still alive. They should be able to get out, but they're holding very close to the sewer shutter. Captain will go down very early. Cadis.
Big jump in.
Yeah, big jump. Raptor go down. DD5F. Feelings NPC. He might barely make it out, but he's having a little bit of a fight with Drac. He gets out, but there goes the medic. Full Uber advantage for 7 going into second here. We do see Feeling trying to bomb in, but he gets completely destroyed. So 7 and a 7 last push imminent.
Yeah, let's hope they have better success on this map so far. It's you know, they were struggling last map. These are different maps indeed, and Cadis once again gets taken down. So that's the second time as they do this pushing that Cadis was jumping a little bit too far in, and Raymond couldn't get to him. So another failed push. This is definitely a hole in 7's game so far. Just their ability to actually make these last pushes work. And Arctic Foxes, they're moving out, but Feeling gets taken down by Starkey. That's going to make everything very dicey. And Starkey has like a perfect angle to just snipe them forever. But Arctic Foxes, they're not backing off. And that's a pretty brave move in my opinion. But they do get it eventually. Adam going down to Cadis though. Cadis just really playing well right now and just getting so many kills. And I think Arctic Fox have just decided to move out.
Yeah, they're not showing too much respect to Stark's sniper right now. Stark not really hitting too many shots this game, so they just kind of walk on to second. But then they lose a player, so they can't really do much now. But even Ubers, sniper plays. We're back on last. Actually, Marosh is switching back to scout, so I feel like there's something
here comes the Uber,
that Arctic Fox is planning. There you go.
That was a very aggressive Uber coming out from Arctic Foxes. The Uber will be better on 7, pretty obviously. Cadis doing a ton of work right now. Not really getting any kills though. It actually ends up going down to DD. So great work right there by DD. And just saving it for his team. But that was a very aggressive push out from Arctic Foxes. I haven't seen that kind of push out in a very long time, just on even Ubers. Maybe they thought they had an advantage, but it ends up kind of just turning out even for both teams here. So we still have 2 snipers just sniping everything that they can see. And yeah, 7, they're going to have to just see if they can get another pick here.
Yeah, did like the idea of trying to just push out, try to make something happen, but yeah, unfortunately nothing really happened. I mean, luckily they at least managed to keep their medic alive, so no big advantage for 7 into a last push. Now it's even Ubers. As you said, snipers for both teams, neither of them peeking too aggressively, both basically sitting on the point that they have, so for now, nobody really wanting to take a risk. You know, just 10 minutes in, nobody really feels too much pressure just yet. It's only a 1-point advantage, so Arctic Fox probably isn't too fussed about it just yet. Mars is moving into lobby though a little bit, maybe? Yeah, no. Alright, well, if you...
Yeah, maybe there's a phantom soldier that you can hallucinate onto the medic, you know? You never know.
Maybe you saw a spy, you know?
Yeah, it's all a possibility. Like, I would be very suspicious of spies at this point. It looks like, yeah, Cadus has put stickies above the door right here. And yeah, take down DD, and they just bait him out with Starkey. Great play. Very simple in nature, but yeah, DD, he hadn't spotted the stickies. And he got baited in there to contest Stark.
Far pick from Starker in one. He tries to get the shot off, but he will go down.
Oh, there's a soldier onto them though.
Ooh, he will go down as well. So 2 players down for Se7en, and Arctic Fox should be able to push out on this. They're trying to get through rollout here. Soldier will be bombing, feeling not really getting much done. He will drop very weak onto the point. The lash will go down to Marash though. But Marash goes down, feeling goes down. 2 players down for Arctic Foxes. They are on the second point, but it's just Raptor and Adam. I don't think they will be able to hold it. They will get forced here. The rest of Arctic Fox is trying to meet up. Drac will go down. They need to force this Uber at some point, but they're not in position to, so this is very awkward. Arctic Fox is on last, and they popped their Uber and got not really anything from it.
Yeah, Raymond having the big Uber advantage. They're going to go into lobby here. Usually you go lobby left for the demo. Let's see if Cadus cannot get dropped this time around. Looks like he jumps in slightly less. So just send the demo man into the stratosphere. He will get picked off by Falas. And Cadus has stayed alive. Maybe that's going to be the crucial difference right here. Yeah, Cadus doing work right now. So far, Se7en, they're not really playing the point, but they do have a bunch of kills, and they've taken down the sentry gun now as well. So this is looking pretty promising. Finally, they're putting some time on the point. And Cadus, yeah, he's just bouncing everyone off with his stickies. And yeah, Cadus staying alive on that Uber, not getting dropped, not jumping too far in. That was all the difference that Se7en needed, and finally they figured it out, and they got the second point.
That was a very long round, but now into the third mid, 13 minutes in. Arctic Foxes is down 2 rounds. Let's see if they can turn it around. Cadus going for the fast rollout, and did he just beef it? I think he just beefed that.
He did.
We see a big fast rollout from DD5F. He will not beef his rollout, but he's very weak. With Drac will go down. Poskari there, and Se7en recognizes that they have no chance. Their demo is extremely weak. Drac is extremely dead, so Arctic Foxes will win their first mid. But actually, there is some aggression coming in from Stark, walking in on mid and just taking out Maris. What is going on?
Raymond died. DD just jumped in there and got to the medic. Now there's people behind lines though. Cadus, he's doing a ton of work right now. And oh no, Raptor, he's the only one alive. Yeah, it goes for the clutch Super Saw, but yeah, Se7en just eventually winning that. Feeling got taken down and choke. Cadus did the kind of the sticky bomb sink thingy where, you know, you just rain stickies down. So they all exploded once, and I think he caught Feeling with it, and then DD jumped in. Did get the medic, but just ended up with the Arctic Foxes being too spread out. And eventually, that's going to lead to Se7en being able to go in here on second. And Raymond, he has a tiny Uber advantage. I'm not sure if that's enough to build on, or actually push on, sorry, or if they can build fast enough. Oh man, Falas is so close to dying. Does survive.
After that complete pandemonium of a mid, Se7en is on second. Arrow building a little bit here. So I think that they are trying to just get Uber up for a push. At least that's what I'm thinking here. They do have 20% advantage. They're moving into lobby to at least take it. But there goes Cadus. He will get full charge body shot by Marash, who now is on the Machina, I noticed. So there you go. Good stuff there.
Yeah, he took the hint. Yeah, they lost Cadus there, and it was a pretty small advantage. So they decided not to go on it. DD, he tried to jump in here, gets denied pretty well, but then just rotates out through another entrance. So pretty good play. Mara's actually peeking quite a bit here in one. Yeah, he's getting a lot of vision, but he's also being spammed at the same time. So it looks like he's not going to be able to get a pick here. And oh, we actually see 2 kills coming in here. Raptor getting Starkey. That's a pretty big one. Sniping him. Pascal is actually almost pushing out his engineer. It's pretty funny. So he's got to have a sentry gun holding last. But yeah, here we go. Uber's coming out from Arctic Foxes and Se7en. So far, it looks like it's a better Uber for Se7en. They have more health and a slightly longer Uber. Both Ubers are now gone. And Arctic Foxes, they will just retreat here as they had a very weak soldier. And then DD at the very end of that just jumps in for no reason. That was odd. Very odd.
Yeah, it was very odd. Adam was actually very close to Diners. That could have been absolutely catastrophic. Oh my god. Mara just walks into one, kills Cadis. The Lash does get feeling, but without Cadis, I don't know if Se7en is very confident in pushing in, but Drak behind will also get sniped by Marash. Marash is having a good day right now with these snipes, but it is still 4v4, so I don't think there's going to be a push from Arctic Foxes. We do have an aggressive peek here into one demo sniper medic, trying to see if they can find an opening here. Puskar will go down to Stark, but that's an NG pick. Not particularly interesting. Well,
yeah.
Arctic Foxes have the advantage, though. They do have like 25 advantage, so Stark goes down to Marash.
Snipe once again. That was he was not even on my screen. I was even specking Maris, and I was surprised by that kill. But either way, Maris just continues to be a menace right here on Sniper, doing so much work and so much damage, getting all of those picks. But so far, they haven't quite been able to push out of it. I don't think they realized the amount of advantage they actually had. So, just once again, I think we're going to be stuck with a stocky Maris Sniper duel.
It seems so, but Marash is on fire right now, just getting all the picks right now, so expect some more big picks from Marash soon. He's in lobby, he sees a scout jumping past him, he sees a soldier too, but I think he's looking for Stark there. He sees him. He will back down from that fight though. Maybe it's not worth it, would preferably get a shot onto Raymond. And right now there's a lot of spam getting exchanged here in lobby from both teams, so everyone kind of aware that this is the hot spot on the map right now. Marash will be peeking into top. You see a little bit. Sees a soldier. He will get a shot onto Captain, who drops very low to 40 HP. He does see Stark there, so he's going to have to back off. No space for him to go for an aggressive peek, so a lot happening, but no real frags just yet. There's another headshot for Marash onto Drak, but once again, there's not much Marash can really do. He can't really peek aggressively out because there's also sticks there by lower lobby.
Yeah, and I think at this point Se7en have kind of just decided to play it slow at this point. If they can just take a couple minutes off it, the better, like, for them. But Captain does go down. So far, Arctic Fox, I like how they just pressure in one, so they can take the sniper out. But it actually backfires really poorly here as Feeling goes down as well. It's like, yeah, Raptor, he will be forced to pop here. And Se7en, they are going in. Oh, Se7en can't quite get DD. And DD actually might get a picker. Yeah. Getting saved there by the medic. It was really good. Raymond getting a kill onto DD finally. You know, if the rest of them can't do it, maybe Raymond's just going to have to take it into his own hands. But there's a soldier on the point here at the backup. That's going to definitely pull everyone back. But Se7en, they're not really in a position to capitalize on. But still, I think Arctic Foxes is about to push out.
Yep, they're trying to. There's only 3 players for Se7en on the second point, and most of them are backing out right now. We do still have Starkey trying to get some pot shots. He does eventually get a kill onto Adam. The rest of Arctic Foxes will be sitting on the second point, trying to get some kills. Down. Raymond will go down. Marash gets 2 picks, actually. Gets Captain as well. Marash trying to keep this push alive. Arctic Foxes should be able to push in. DD5F trying to get the market guard onto Starkey. He will not get that kill. He will eventually. Feeling gets Cadis. There's a backup coming in from Thalash, though. That's it.
Sneaking in to the side there while no one was looking, and just gets it. They had everyone out there, including DD5F. I kind of like just pushing out with everyone, but you do run the risk of having someone slip behind, and that's exactly what Thalash did. So, great play by him, and that's going to make it 3-0 in favor of Se7en.
Alright, next mid. Cadis has not beefed the fast rollout this time, but there's not really much he can do. No one really can get some sticks on, so it looks to be a normal mid for now. But we do have Marash actually on sniper to this mid. He's on fire, and he wants to see if he can get some more shots. Se7en is on the high, or Arctic Foxes rather, is on the high grind right now. Se7en's not really in good position. Stark will go down first. Marash will get traded out. Even numbers. Captain goes down, Marash goes down. Or nope, Marash was already dead. Drek is down. So the player advantage is for Arctic Foxes. There was some pushing over PC, try to get some picks, but Raymond's actually very weak, and Se7en will have to get out.
Yeah, Raymond just running right here. And he's still only on 100 HP. There's a soldier now jumping on his face. Actually, soldier will jump behind eventually. So there's a soldier behind lines. This is very uncomfortable for Se7en. The rest of Arctic Foxes, they are moving forward. And here comes the soldier. Finally gets taken down. That's going to relieve quite a bit of pressure. But I think Se7en might have just been pushed too far back here. And finally the Uber comes out. Raptor will pop his first. And here comes the Uber in return and in response by Raymond. And looks like all the medics are going to get out alive here. And it's only one pick on each team. It's both roamers are down. And here comes Octofox. They're going to move in back in here. They know they have to actually do stuff here and push if they want to have a chance in this game.
Trying to do what they can. Stark will go down, or Stark will kill Puskari. Adam will trade that out for a kill onto Salash. So both scouts going down. There's a bomb coming in from Fielding. He will not really get much done. Stark is very low, but Cadis walking over, gets Mirage. Adam is out here on grass, so everyone from Arctic Fox is just going down. It's just DD5F and Raptor. DD trying to link up with his medic. He will get air shot those arrows air shots. So great stuff from Raptor, keeping DD5F alive. But Se7en is on mid, and they're on their way to go push into second.
Yeah, Raymond has a slight Uber advantage here. It's not a whole lot though. And he's actually just going to Uber it in. And I think they've actually caught Raptor. Yeah, Raptor too far forward. They're getting punished really hard for not counting Ubers. And that's going to be a really good push in here for Se7en, I think. Cadis and Captain both getting a ton of kills, and now some cleanup coming out from the scouts as well. Adam Razik staying alive, that's pretty huge. So if he can just sticky off some points here and stay alive on last, that could be a big help. Yeah, gets Cadis dead sim with some stickies, and he will actually create her. The medic comes out to response and dies immediately, but the spotters are still rolling in here for Arctic Foxes, and yeah, Feeling gets 2. So I think they have held off last here, but they lost their medic in the process.
Some building going on by Choke. Just out of Se7en, trying to get that Uber up very quickly, but Arctic Foxes is going to be able to pressure those players, trying to get this cap. They should be able to get it. There's another soldier there, actually. Even number of players right now on the second point, but eventually they're going to get pressured really hard, and actually Feeling will not be able to get out. So Se7en gets a little bit of a pick onto Feeling. They do almost have their Uber, so they should be pushing in soon. Marash is on Sniper. Raptor is on crits, but I don't know if they're going to be able to build up the crits in time. Se7en's going to be pushing in to 1. It seems they will pop this Uber very early. Here it comes. They're trying to get onto this heavy. Puskari will get completely demolished. Raptor's going to be rotating to the left side. Everyone from Arctic Fox is trying to get to the heals. There is actually D5F trying to put some damage onto the combo of Se7en, but Raptor will go down, and the rest of Se7en just play the point. 4-0 for Se7en.
Just dominant play right here for Se7en. They're just playing these situations so well. Like even in that last push, you know, just being able to just get Raptor. Like Raptor, he didn't really have a choice there other than to die. So it's just really well played right now from Se7en, and like Arctic Fox, they just can't stand up to the pressure. Let's see if they can actually win a mid here. That was the problem in the first map. This time around they have gotten a few, but DD, he tried to jump behind, but both Drag and Cadis was there to actually greet him. So he goes down, and now the demo has gone down, and so has Mirage. And actually the demo is the only one that hasn't gone down. As I say, that was Cadis. Oh, wow. Raptor actually getting Raymond there. So yeah, Raymond getting a bit too frisky there, going very far forward. Now Raptor, I think that's the second medic kill he's gotten this map. Those count for a lot as a medic. Medic kills count double in fantasy, and kills on medics count double. So that's like 4 kills right there for Raptor.
Nice. Yeah, Se7en just recognized that after they killed DD5F, the rest of Arctic Foxes was just in that choke area, so they completely collapsed on them. But Arctic Foxes now going to be pushing into mid. Actually, some very aggressive play onto the combo there, but not really able to get any kills there. So Arctic Fox is able to get the midpoint. Se7en has 70% advantage, so they'll be pushing in soon.
Part of that is to go there on Crit Creek.
Ooh.
Yeah, spicy. Let's see if it's going to be on Cadis. It looks like it is. He's getting ready.
Here comes the Kato crits. Sometime soon, there's an alt-fire shot. It will damage Raymond. There's the crits. The sticky goes all the way to choke. No kills just yet. Still no kills. Salash gets the only kill. DD5F will go down. Cadis seems to have some issues with this crits, but Salash making up for it with his own 2 frags. Feeling and Puskari will get their own frags onto the scouts of Se7en. So it's even numbers for now. Some bombs onto Raptor. Captain will get the frag. Arctic Fox is still trying to get onto mid. Try to maybe get Raymond. Raymond's in kind of an interesting spot right now. Kind of caught out on the PC area.
Nice
He will go
fight.
down. Cadis will go down. Drac will go down. So good stuff from Arctic Foxes to recover there.
Adam doing a lot of damage right now, doing really well. He's definitely having a good period. It's probably a bit too late. There's about 4 minutes left. You can get 4 rounds in that time, but you know, at this point, it's just for mostly about the honor and actually playing well and setting yourself up for your next official. I think we can see Stark here on Pyro, spamming some flares, seeing if he can get some burn damage and light people up. But no real luck so far.
Yeah, well, I see Stark. He's just peeking one, trying to get some flare gun or detonator shots onto some of the Arctic Foxes player. He seems to have kind of, well, I wouldn't say lost interest, but he is definitely just trying to, I guess, have some fun at the end of this match. He's gonna go sniper, actually. So let's see if he can finally, maybe now, get some nice shots that he wasn't hitting before. The Uber's coming in for Arctic Foxes. Marash will go down actually to the sniper of Starkey, but the rest of the 7 will be going down, and Arctic Fox is playing the point. We'll at least get this point. It's 4-1.
Yeah, they got it.
They
Not
did it.
completely over. And
No goose egg.
yeah, no goose egg. That's the important stat right there. It looks like now they've actually gotten around in at least both maps. Process still being slightly better for them overall. But let's see if Cadis can actually nail this rollout. Adam nails his, and Cadis looking alrighty as well. It's actually sort of trying to go behind here. That's Drac. He tried to go into PC, but he bumps into a scout, and they both just kind of run around like headless chickens and then walk away from each other. It's now 7. They're moving across the point quite aggressively here, but Arctic Foxes, they are absorbing it pretty well. And finally, Arctic Foxes, they're moving forward, but oh, everything just collapsed.
RIP Arctic Foxes. 4 players down. 7's moving on to second. Feeling is on second for some reason. He will go down to Drac. Drac is very keen. I think that's also Thalash who was on last. No, that's Stark on last. So 7 is ready to get these spawners. I think the spawners are just sitting in last. They're slowly moving out on the left side. 7's capping up the second point. I think 7 wants to push in here.
Yeah,
oh, there he is. He's trying to fight DD5F here, but he's not going to win that fight. He will go down. Even Ubers now. Is 7 going to just sit on second? Or are they going to push in? I mean, they do have this map won. Arctic Fox is actually just going to be pushing out instead with a heavy and a sniper. They will get Drac. Early pick. They're going to try to get the jump onto Raymond because he still has not popped yet. So this is going to be very uncomfortable for Arctic Fox. They do eventually get the pop. Feeling will get that force. Raptor goes down as well, though. Captain will go down. 4v5. There's Puskari dropping down, trying to get some kills. He gets the ladge. He's trying to get onto Cadis as well. And Raymond, they will just get out. Respect the heavy play from Puskari. So that push out from Arctic Foxes not successful. Actually, Puskari will go down, so the combo's trying to move in. Adam Razik will get the pipe onto Raymond, though. Some interesting play going on right now, Peter.
Yeah, please don't kill him. He's on my fantasy team. Please. Yeah. Pretty funny there. Raymond missed a bunch of arrows and then he died. Good stuff. Instant karma. As Arctic Fox will actually push out here. There's 45 seconds left. You know, it's still possible that you can push all the way back to your opponent's last. As Feeling jumps in with a big double jump and then takes down Starkey. Great job there. Arctic Foxes, they continue to move in. There's a Cadis was in spawn, but he has back spawn here, so definitely a mid cap coming out here. The last fighting DD in the sewers, but sort of comes in to help him out. And Arctic Foxes, they are just moving forward here. They want that last cap. They can smell it. They want it so badly here.
Marash fighting Thalash on mid here. He will go down. Thalash going to go on that big flank through choke. The Uber gets popped for Arctic Foxes. Thalash sitting here. He's on Adam. He will get the kill onto Adam, and Arctic Foxes is not going to be able to cap the second point. And because of that, no last point. 4-1 for 7. They will win both maps of this fixture. Go up the 6 points to Arctic Foxes 0.
Yeah, that was very dominant, I feel, from 7. It didn't look close at any point. I think it was 3-0 before we finally saw a round. And yeah, that was complete domination. I really had my hopes up after seeing them get taken down in the Faceit Cup, but no, as it turns out, that was just a fluke. As they just dominate their possibly #1 rival this season. So if that's the case, then they are looking dominant. That's for sure. They are not to be trifled with.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I was trying to like maybe make me feel a little bit better about this loss, but you're probably right. It's a pretty dominant win. I guess it kind of shows that even though like the Badlands one was like the win was kind of like, oh, you know, Arctic Foxes did hold last a lot, but it never won mids. But I mean, here they won a bunch of mids. I think like 2, maybe 3 mids.
Yeah, 2 out of 4, maybe.
Yeah, so you'd think that they may be able to convert them, but they never really converted them that well. I think the one time they did get it was actually maybe they converted like 1, but it just, I don't know. It is, I expected a little bit better seeing those mid wins, but it just seems like they can't convert. I don't know. Maybe it's just the map, or maybe they're rusty. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it's also like this is kind of a superstar 7 team as far as I'm concerned. Like like getting stock back and getting captain back, and yeah, it's just super strong. Then also Kato's back, so yeah, it's just really good. Adam Rosick, Adam Racecar, the man. He had a pretty good game overall. So did Katus. And Feeling once again did okay. Probably the worst stats I've ever seen out of Feeling, but yeah, it was probably pretty symptomatic of his team just having a bad time. Puskari and Maris. I want to see how many kills did Maris have. He had 17 and 10 of them were on Sniper, and he played more Sniper than he played Scout. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, he was destroying in the middle of the map, just getting every pick he needed. But yeah, just 4-1. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I was honestly expecting a little bit of a closer scoreline, but it seems like maybe they just were having some growing pains during the Face It Cup. Maybe just seeing as the pickups were relatively like I think it was like 2 days before the cup, so like maybe they just weren't ready yet, and now with some more practice, more scrimming, they're just way more ready.
Yeah, maybe it's just the big Adiski carry, you know?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Adiski. Maybe it was just Adiski and Funds. Maybe they're the reason they just pounded.
Yeah, like
we need a Champ GG reform. Yeah. That's
Adam Rossi is pretty good, but he's no Adiski, right? That must be totally it. Yeah, and Funds is the champ. Yeah, we'll see. But we'll probably gain some insights as the season goes on, whether or not that is indeed the case. But yeah, I think we can just only state the obvious here, which is that Se7en had a really good one. This time around, looks like the mid fights don't quite reflect the score. It reflected pretty well, but not quite. So Arctic Foxes, they did get a few more mid fights in there. They got 2 instead of 1. So that's good. And we are joined by Cadus and Raptor, if they can actually speak. They're both muted. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Hello.
So, yeah, so hello, Raptor. So that seemed like a pretty rough game for you guys. So how did the game go? Did the game go from your perspective? Like, what was the feeling?
I don't know. I think we were a little bit uncomfortable on middles, because the way Se7en approaches middles is completely different to all the teams we scrim, and they play them like completely different. So I think we had problems to adapt to them on middle, and I think it shows. Like, they won most of the middles.
Yeah, I think you only got 1 on Badlands out of
I think that was our biggest problem.
Yeah, you were good at holding last though. That seemed like you were doing very well there. There was a lot of craziness going on Badlands last in particular. I don't even know what to say about that. But
yeah,
definitely. You got a lot of medic kills, it seems. Or am I just wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. I just hit my crossbows today. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I think if people expected us to like, I think it could have been closer, but yeah, I think the Face It Cup match where we beat Se7en, that didn't prove anything. Se7en is still the better team currently.
makes me sad, man.
Yeah, did you just need funds and Diski? Was that the problem?
No,
Well, I think
that was not the problem.
Well, you see, I just thought about this. So you see, Thalash has won, or well, Funds has won an international LAN. You know, that's how good he is. So clearly, that means he's better than, you know, the big Thalashi. So that's my theory there.
Yeah. Also, you had a bunch of drops because you went for Uber sauce and tried to be a hero and do a good play.
Well,
then you get
that's
punished,
like
right?
that's like stuff. Like either I get the play and we hold, or I don't get the play and we lose anyway. So I don't know, those moments. Like I had some drops which were not those stupid. I got a Uber saw and had Uber and dropped. That's why. But like one where we pushed out Badlands and Adam went aggressive into Cadis and Cadis did like the stupid double sticky thing and dropped me.
Oh, is that what happened? I thought it was just like a sticky trap on the side.
That's being kind, mate. There was 3 stickies on the floor that you walked into.
I don't know. But yeah, that was a retarded drop from me.
Yeah, but yeah, Cadis is alive now. So congratulations, Cadis. That looked very convincing. Were you guys nervous after losing the Faceit Cup?
Nah, we weren't like nervous. It was like retrospectively, it was a really bad like map veto in the Faceit Cup because Snake's like, I think it's the map that needs the most team play, and it was not our first time playing with this lineup, but too early like to play Snake against like a decent team without practicing it. We should have like probably played the maps we were scrimming for E2F2L already, but yeah, like once we scrim maps, I'm pretty like confident still. I thought like obviously we won quite convincing tonight, but we have like concentration issues. I think it's like a leftover from sort of merging 2 styles together, because I sort of call like a lot of the stuff I call, I kind of assume people know what I mean because it's almost a lineup we had before. But then I didn't play with like Thalash and Raymond before, so I sort of do like these calls that don't make sense to half the team, and we sort of do. We have like expectations of each other that don't quite meet all the time at the moment, so we like sort of lose concentration and do dumb stuff sometimes.
Right. Yeah, you've obviously had a pretty long break from playing a lot of TF2. How does it feel to be back in it and scrimming nightly? Is that something that you're happy to do again?
Yeah, it's cool. It wasn't like my original plan when I thought I'd play the game, but I really don't like losing. So once I started losing, I got like motivation to play properly again. Like it was never the plan originally. And then Ali just like ended up leaving, so it came together like at the right time for like both sides, for like me and the team. But it was never in the plans, but just sort of happened.
All right. It seemed to me like if there was anything we could really poke holes in, it was your last pushes, especially on Badlands. You kept having Uber advantages, but you just couldn't quite manage to actually land those pushes. What was going wrong?
But this sort of goes back to the kind of having expectations of each other that aren't quite met yet. Like with Old Crowns, I had like a really good sort of understanding with Captain, Perm, and Haffy how we'd play when the demo's above the point. So when the demo kept being above the point, I didn't call anything particularly specific about it. We just sort of did our push, and like I'm sort of subconsciously expecting us to know how to deal with it, but then we're all kind of doing different stuff. And it wasn't until we like failed it about 4 times in a row that we sort of before we pushed the next time, I'm like sort of I just kind of went through everything and talked about how we're going to do it. And I think from there we started to convert them a bit more regularly. But it was our first time playing against a demo that went above the tube, and yeah, we were just like messy as hell. Like we got good Ubers, like the Uber was always good, and then we just do something stupid. But it just needed like we just needed more coordination. But I think we got there in the end. Like it was good practice in the end, because I think next time we face that style of defense, we'll just like instantly like switch in our minds how to play against it.
Yeah, you obviously failed to push a lot, but it also was 6-1. So eventually it did come through. That is for sure. Let's see. Next week, it's Nunya. Do you think you can take on the mighty Nunya? Do you think you can actually manage to muster up the strength to take them on?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I don't really know who they are, to be honest. But
scared of the Pappy Roamer?
We'll try and play our best, I guess. I always give respect to teams until they, like, I always assume they're good until they show me otherwise. I'm not, like, particularly cocky in that way. So even though I don't really know who they are, I'm going to focus properly.
Yeah. There also, Crowns has a history of losing maps to underdog teams such as PC Master Race. So
this
not with me. I wasn't there.
We'll just wash your hands off of that.
This time there's no vaccinator though.
Yeah.
Only it could be interesting because it's Reckoner, and I never played the map before, so that will be the challenge for next week. But we'll give it our best.
Yeah, and let's see, Arctic Fox, you're playing against Unexpected, and that's Sadiski, so that is your carry going up against you. So, do you like your odds? How about the maps?
Yeah, I feel confident. We played them in a scrim before Se7en, and we 6-1 5-0'd them. So
Damn.
yeah, I feel confident in my team that we will take that. Like, Puskari still has to get used to playing with us. I think he sometimes is like a little bit too chaotic and doesn't know what's going on, especially on middles. Like, that was the biggest problem. We all had like no clue what to do on middles. So yeah, we have to work on that.
Yeah. How long have you had, like, playing with this roster? How many map talks have you had time to actually do?
0.
Okay.
Puskari played twice with us now. This was his third night tonight.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there might be some issues.
So in the rematch in the playoffs, you'll beat Se7en, is what you're saying.
We'll see.
All right.
I don't want to jinx myself.
All right. Well, what is your goal for this season? Like where do you want to end up?
You know, I would say top 2, but then I know what happened to Champs, so I'm just gonna say that we want to give a good performance and show what we've got to compete with the top teams.
You have less Brits on your team than Champ GG, so yeah. Got that going for you.
Yeah. All right. Let's get some shout-outs going. So let's see. Raptor, you're talking anyway right now, so you get to start out by doing some shout-outs.
Shout out to Psychus, shout out to Shocky, shout out to my team, Puskari, shout out to twitch.tv/dd5f, shout out to my Highlander team.
Which one is your Highlander team?
Strong Opinions.
All right, I should know this. I've casted you. I forget. It's all Highlander to me. Okay, do you have anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, shout out to my team for putting up with me whining. They're slowly learning what they're in for, I think, especially Kalash. And shout out to FM.
All right. How about you, Hiipfire? Do you have anything you want to say before we end off?
Shoutouts to my team for winning our first mid official, and shoutouts to Hiipfire.com.
Hiipfire.com. That sounds like a great website. All right. I will just shout out that you can go to fantasytf2.com, make your fantasy team, and you can win a shiny pixel trophy. It'll be everyone will be really jealous of you if you get a gold one. It's the best thing. It's also really fun. And finally, thank you all for tuning in. This has been...
Oh, obviously, shout out to you guys. Thanks for casting the game. I hope it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was good times. It was good fun, for sure. And there was also 2 other games tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't quite have the casters and the production to be able to cover that. But yeah, hopefully we can do better in the future. And then tomorrow, it's Friday, so no games there. But Sunday, I'm sure there's going to be more round 1 games. And there's going to be plenty of stuff to look forward to. And I'm sure it's going to be a great ETF2L season. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time. And bye-bye.
Bye.